Okay, we've talked a lot about this brush technique where you get rid of things you don't want with a brush and how that can sort of help you from having to spray. But so I realized I happened to see the painting, the photograph of my painting was right next to the photograph of the tree, of the actual photograph of the tree in my camera roll. And I had not even realized that I'd made this tree way too big. So I'm just using my brush to scrub this off. And then I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna take it out and spray it. I always take it outside to spray it. And if it's bad weather, well, then I just have to wait. But you can see I got quite a bit down off of there. And it's funny, the tree was really bugging me, so I think that's part of why I just kept making it bigger and bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be better now, though. And that's the thing, if you spray it like I just did, you have to be committed to working on the whole thing again. Because that's just the way it is. So if you don't think you want to work on it all again, well, then don't spray it heavy like that. I thought about spot spraying, but I just didn't think that was going to work. I thought it would make, because I thought it would make a texture that was really different than the rest of the painting. And I wasn't sure how far I would have to go in the sky, you know, to get this to cover up. But I think it's looking pretty good there. I was pretty happy about it already. So, and let's see, I wanted to. So I'm working mostly to keep making distance, to create a sense of distance. And even this kind of late in the painting, I work everywhere. I try not to just get stuck in one spot. I want to be sure I'm looking at the whole thing. And there really isn't this much light along the horizon, but I just thought maybe it would be better. I'm just trying to create that whole sense of light going back there. And this tree, then I'm going to add a little more of that dark tree. I sort of let that get cut in too much, I think. Just remember, you're not copying, you're building your own creation with this photograph as your inspiration. in a way, I think the photograph is a starting place, not a finish. I'm going to say that again because I liked it. The photograph is a starting place, not a finish. Oh, okay. I need something else in that color. I can't just keep adding bluish greens. I bring that forward a little bit, but I don't want it to be like it was before, where it was so competitive with the right side of the painting. This week I've been outside painting every week, and I'm just inside doing this right now because it's so foggy this morning, so I'm waiting for that to clear off. And then I'm going to go back out and paint again. And I just can tell you, I feel like it's really helping my indoor painting. So I think that's important to remember, is that painting outside really helps you to get better at painting landscapes inside, partly because there's just so much more information available to you when you're outside. And I think also just the fact that things are changing all the time, it means that you have to really be paying a lot of attention. Also, I just really feel that I want to stress that I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying things. I'm trying everything that crosses my mind. And if that doesn't work out, well, then I just try the next thing that crosses my mind. So here I'm kind of thinking maybe I want those hills back there to be darker, and I want to be sure the hills come under this tree. Whoa, golly. Okay, I guess I don't have that screwed down. Nope. Okay, and maybe I'll try some blue in that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is try just lightening up that tree a tiny bit so that maybe it'll come forward. God, tree looks solid is like solid. Solid. So you remember that, some of you remember maybe that thing, I think it's Corot but I'm not positive, could have been someone else, or Chardin, might have been Chardin, who said that your trees had to look like a bird could fly through them. And then, I don't know, somebody else, don't remember anything much about it, honestly, but painted a picture with a bunch of dead trees and a bunch of dead birds right under the tree to show what happens if your trees are too solid. So your trees, the birds have got to fly through the trees. I've also been really enjoying the sense of atmosphere you get when you paint outside. That, I don't know, it doesn't quite come through. I mean, it just doesn't come through in the photograph like it does when you're really outside. All right, and now I just, this path. And I did another path yesterday, and so I just had a little idea that maybe if I put a little light on the path going across, maybe I could kind of connect my sides a little bit, that maybe there could be a little light on the road back there. It's not true, but I want to be sure and not let any of these lighter colors in the back appear to be stopped by these trees. So I thought maybe I'll lighten that up just a little bit more even. And gosh, maybe I'll... And then maybe that'll make that okay on the road. I want to do a little more. I had the same kind of problem with my road, my path yesterday, because I think I've just been doing so much water that I kind of was making my path look too much like water. So I hope I can avoid that. And if there's some light on the path, then I think there has to be some light on the grass too. Whoa, that was I did not mean to do that. Okay, well, I didn't work on the whole thing, but you've already had to watch this for quite a while. So, oh God, I guess I just feel like I have to do something right down in here. This has just been a trouble area. I just let it get too light, I guess. It's funny because what I liked was how dark it was down here. and that, you know, I couldn't really see anything down in there. And then as the longer I painted on it, the more I disliked that it was so dark in there and that I couldn't really see anything. And I kept feeling like I just had to do something to give it some sort of something, so it wasn't just a black hole over there. This is too much the same all the way back, that green. But that might be a little too much, right? There we go. So really, I shouldn't have been pulling that forward so much as pushing the other back with a little purple, the pushback color. Now the question is, do I need this to come all the way down? That light, does that light need to connect? All right, maybe that's okay. Yeah, still not, I think that all got too light, so. And then here, something's got to be in front and something's got to be behind. God bless. Well, shoot, now I've got that in front, and so now I've got to come back with the things that are in front. By putting that purple in, I've got to come back and put the marks of what's in front. I still don't think, I think I could still use more darks back here. Okay, I feel a little better about that. So I think it's very hard to have a whole laundry list of things that you're going to correct about your painting. And for me, it's like each change necessitates the next change until either I just get really tired of it or, yeah, get really tired of it or, wow, I got to do something right there. Right here is weird. But I can't figure out a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to do at once. I can only figure out what I'm going to do next. And so I like that because it's not like chess or something where you have to figure out you know, all your moves. I just need to know the next thing I'm going to do. And then after that, the next thing will suggest itself to me. So I recommend at the end of your painting, yesterday I was out painting. I must have taken eight or nine pictures of my my painting, and then from that decided, you know, just a tiny little changes I needed, but I thought I really needed to make them. Tiny little changes I needed to make, and I would do that, and then I would take a picture, and then I would look at it again. And really, probably all that saved me in the whole situation was these super nice people came up, and she was an artist from Virginia Beach, and she makes the most beautiful beads you've ever seen. And her website is Ellie's Beads, ELLIS BEADS, and they told me I should quit. So I decided just to take their advice and to quit on my paintings. So, but now when I looked at it today, I thought, oh, there's just a few more things maybe I want to do to it. So I thought the color on the river birches looked too repetitive. Sometimes you can't see that as well outside. I think that you've used the same color too much, but yeah, I don't know. Right there is a pretty complicated area. A lot of stuff comes together right in here, and golly, when you drop them all, maybe that means you should quit. I really hate is when you drop them and you find them stepping on them. Oh, I see what I need to do right there. So even though this is far away, and let's get that more out of focus back there. Make that come down just a little bit more. Yeah, maybe it's just too much back there, huh? Just blur it out. Not 100% how I feel about that, but I don't know the answer, so I guess I'm gonna. Yeah, I just don't know if I like that. All right, I'll call it quits for now.